Boston, Massachusetts. Known for the Boston Tea Party, delicious food, horrible drivers, and a historically unreliable transportation network. Boston's subway, run by the Massachusetts Bay Transportation Authority and known locally as the T, has become infamous for its slow train frequencies, vehicle derailments, and daily interruptions to the commute. For years, these problems have deterred many people from riding the T, choosing instead to commute via another form of transportation, such as cars, buses, or rideshare companies such as Uber or Lyft. However, thanks in part to new leadership, Boston's subway is taking a turn for the better, and both residents and workers alike would like to change the narrative. Everybody should take the T. Boston's subway is the oldest in America, first opening in 1897 in the form of the Tremont Street Tunnel, which shuttled trolleys underground to avoid the congestion of the surface roads. This tunnel is still used today, connecting Government Center Station with Park Street in Boylston, where some of the old streetcars are displayed using abandoned tracks. Over many decades, the system got built up and standardized with subway cars and light rail vehicles instead of trolleys. The subway lines are color-coded, and all have slight differences to their rolling stock, making them easy to differentiate. These lines are the red line, which runs from northwest to southeast, the green line, which mainly covers west of downtown as well as downtown itself, and a little to the north, the blue line, which runs on the northeast shore, and the orange line, which runs from north to south, and is the only line we didn't get footage of, as the majority of the line was closed for track repairs on the weekend that we filmed. Boston also has the Silver Line, which is technically considered part of the subway, but is run with buses instead of trains on streets and tunnels around the city. I was fortunate enough to talk to Tim Champagne, a full-time operator on the Green Line, about his experience operating the T.
So when I show up to work, the first thing I do is circle check my trains and make sure that everything is ready for revenue service. I'll check in with the station official, make sure that everything is leaving on time, and then I'll get on my train and I'll make sure that the cab area is set up and that the fare box is ready to go for passengers to board. And then I take the train from Cleveland Circle to Government Center and back 7 times a day.
I was curious, what do subway operators enjoy about their job?
Amongst the chaos, there's quietness to it. For the most part, no one really bothers you when you're in the cab area. So I find that, I show up to work and I know what I'm doing. And there's just a peacefulness just being able to get people from point A to point B.
With all of the recent shutdowns and closures on the T, I wondered from an operator's perspective, what changes are noticeable since the tracks have reopened?
You can really feel the difference, from the recent shutdowns. You can really feel the difference in the track work. There's far less bumps. It's a much smoother ride. It's a much quicker ride, from a few years ago when we were at, reduced speeds because of the track work that needed to be done. We're up to full speed now.
While they get to drive each different branch of the Green Line, do operators have a favorite?
Yep, I love driving the Riverside line, mostly because I like to see the seasons change. It's a pretty line to drive. You're not dealing with cars on the street. I really enjoy the scenery going through, the Newton Highlands and Woodland, Auburn.
Boston's subway is taking a turn for the better, with the recent changes having a positive outcome for both citizens and operators alike. Thanks for watching.